So long the cracks made lines, turned my doubt into county signs. Every no they stapled to me became a map out of what I'd be. I've ate cold pride and colder dust, shook hands with quit and didn't trust. When the bottom finally caught my bluff, I looked around, had enough. Ain't got wings, ain't got luck, just that voice saying get the hell up. There's nothing left but up from here, no more room for one more fear. I hit the floor, I hit the wall, now all that's left is rise or crawl. If I'm still breathing, I ain't stuck, ain't nothing left but up. My story in past tense talk, like I was buried under shock. But I've been counting every scar, like mile marks on a beat up car. You can say I'm done, I'm through, but you don't get to name my view. I've seen the worst this road can spill, and I'm still here, so I ain't still. No more waiting to be saved, I'll climb out the hole I made. No more room for one more fear. I hit the floor, I hit the wall, now all that's left is rise or crawl. If I'm still breathing, I ain't stuck, ain't nothing left, nothing left but up. I don't need a clean slate, just enough spine to lift this weight. If all I own is hurt in time, I'll turn them both to a steeper climb. There's nothing left but up from here, no more bowing to that mirror. I've seen rock bottom, shook its hand, now I've got one last place to stand. If I go down, I'll go standing tough, till then it's up. Clocking buzz and a busted back, same old steel, same track. Boss man talk like he owns my name, but he don't feel the shoulder flame. Rent past due and the truck needs tires, still I walk through diesel fires. I ain't here cause life's been kind, I'm here cause I outlived the grind. They bet small on men like me, think we crack where they can't see. I wasn't built for easy roads, I was built to carry loads. When the weak hearts fade and the bright lights pass, I'm standing in the smoke, built to outlast. I don't shine, I don't break fast, I'm bone, I'm dust, built to outlast. Friends fell off when the well ran dry, talk got thin and so did why. They found I'm the kind that stays all day. I wasn't built for easy roads. I was built to haul these loads. When the loud ones quit and the sweet dreams crash, I'm still on my feet. Built to outlast. I don't shine, I don't break fast. I'm bone, I'm dust. Built to outlast. I ain't asking to be saved. Just don't count me with the graves. If there's breath and if there's pain, that's enough to stand again. I wasn't built for easy roads. I was built for heavy loads. When the paycheck's thin and the nights drag past, I hammer on slow. Built to outlast. When the crowd moves on and the good days pass, I'm still here, slow and steadfast. I ain't bright, but I hold fast. I was built to outlast. I've worn holes in a cheap work boot, left my sweated and factory suit, watched good years fade in neon hum, dreams on tabs I couldn't fund. They said slow down, you'll burn out fast, but burning's all that's ever last. I drew a line where I'd give in, then walked right past it thin on wind. Every time I almost broke, I bit down hard on my own choke. I'm miles from the quit line now, too far gone to turn around. I bled my doubts into this ground, ain't no soft way out I found. If I fall, it won't be cause I bowed, it'll be cause I went all out. I'm miles from the quit line now. Heard you're too late, more than grace. Watch young guns flash and fade, fast track flames in the plans they made. I ain't quick, but I'm still here, slow burn spine in second gear. You don't scare a man who's seen his best laid plans go up in steam. I've had nothing but my will, somehow I keep moving still. I'm miles from the quit line now, too far gone to turn around. I fed my fear to tire and plow, turn my never into how. If I bend, it's just to take the weight, then I stand back up and face the hate. I'm miles from the quit line now. Promised land, just solid ground and two good hands. If all I get is one more mile, I'll walk it with a bloody smile. I'm miles from the quit line now, ain't no chalk mark pulling me down. You can call me stubborn, call me wrong, but I'm still here and I'm still strong. When they say give up, I just plow, 'cause I'm miles Miles from the quit line now. I've been bent till my backbone hung, bit my tongue till my jaw went numb. Clock on the wall's the same old shift, paycheck then's a Sunday myth. They say, son, that's just how it goes. While my nerves hum low like power lines blow, but under all this worn out flesh, there's a grindstone in my chest. You can lean on me till your weight draws blood. I'll just spark more when you bring that flood. I got a grindstone in my chest, not a fragile wish. It turns every hit into something I can sharpen with. You can dull my days, you can stack my stress, but I'll walk out tougher than when I walked in this mess. I ain't blessed, I'm just run by a grindstone in my chest. Watch young guns flash bright then fade, burn out quick on a pretty parade. They talk big dreams with an easy grin, but they don't stay long when the storm rolls in. Me, I'm slow, but I don't back down. I let the hard years sand me down. Every note they ever press, just turn that wheel inside my chest. I don't need luck, I don't need praise, just more pressure I can turn to blades. I got a grindstone in my chest, not a glassy heart. It don't crack, it just bites down hard on every start. You can weigh me down, you can crowd my breath, but I'll carve one more mile out of what I got left. I ain't blessed, I'm just run by a grindstone in my chest. Someday they'll say I wore out slow, another name they have remembered toe to toe. But all I want when I'm finally through is to know that stone wore the worst of it too. That I took each blow, didn't fake my best, let the grindstone sing inside my chest. I got a grindstone in my chest, not a borrowed soul. It's been turning through the layoffs and the unpaid toll. You can't break my back, you can't test my breath, but I'll keep cutting till I ain't got nothing left. I ain't blessed, I confess, I just live by the grindstone in my chest. I've stared down too many maybe some days, watched them rust on the porch like old ashtray. Held my tongue till it bit clean through. Let small towns tell me what I do. But there's a shake in my hands that ain't just age. It's a storm that's tired of waiting in its cage. If the road runs out, I'll walk the dust, but I ain't leaving here with almost rust. I won't die wondering what I could have been. Won't take that question to the dirt I'm in. If I miss the mark and fall down hard, at least I swung with all my scars. I'd rather fail with my fists up grinning than die inside, still wondering. I've seen men fold for a steady check, trade their five for a nicer day, talk big dreams over TV glow, but never step where the wild ones go. Me, I'm scared, but I still move my feet, 'cause fear don't own a man who leaves his seat. If I lose my bet on the life I choose, at least it's mine I get to lose. I won't die wondering what I could have been. Won't let what if be the box I'm in. If the house wins big and I walk scarred, at least I played my broken cards. I'd rather bleed with my chin up grinning than die inside, still wondering. Put my name on the wrist, not the safety rail, on the nights I swung and watched it fail. When they dropped that lid and closed my view, I want nothing left I meant to do. I won't die wondering who I might have been, who I could have loved, what I'd have written. If I hit that ground, I'll hit it spent, heart worn out, every last breath land. I'll take my losses over, never beginning. I won't die. Won't die wondering. I won't die worried, 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 worried. I won't die worried, 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 worried. I won't die wondering. I backed down once, damn near broke. Let them talk like my life's a joke. Sat in the dark while the bills piled high. Let someday soon be my favorite lie. But the chair got small and the room got tight. Heart started pounding like a ballroom fight. Saw my name in the dust on the window chrome. Get up, old man, or die right here alone. Fear hit hard, but it hit too late. I've already stepped out past that gate. I got no reverse in my bones, no gear that rolls me back home. If I stall in place, but I don't run from a hardline face. Road gets rough, I grind these stones, but I got no reverse in my bones. Watch friends park in a dead-end town, saying this is fine while the roof fell down. They toast to dreams they'll never try, then blame the storm and curse the sky. I ain't better, just too damn tired of sleeping cold with my soul unwired. If I gotta lose, I'll lose out loud, boots still moving through the crowd. If the bridge burns out while I'm halfway through, at least the flames know what I came to do. I got no reverse in my bones, no key that turns back what's gone. If I break give me one more shot to spend. If all I get's one last wild try, I'll take the hit, looking fate in the eye. I got no reverse in my bones, no map that points me back home. When the road runs thin and the night gets wide, I'll still be leaning into the drive. If I fall, I'll fall like rolling stones, forward hard, with no reverse in my bones. Said, son, you ought to take it slow. Got a list of things I shouldn't do no more. But the rent don't care about a doctor's note, and the light bill don't read what he wrote. Knees talk loud when the dawn wind bites, back remembers every overtime night. Mirror says I'm running out of rounds, but I still lace up when my boots hit ground. I got more road behind than ahead is true, but that just means I know what I came to do. It's too late to lay down now, too many rocks beneath this plow. I paid in time, I paid in bone, ain't cashing out just to die unknown. If I go down, it won't be now, it's too late. Too late to lay down. Seen good men park in a worn-out chair, say I'm done while they still got air. Trade the fire for a quiet screen, watch the years crawl by in green. I've been tempted by the easy sink, by one more night with one more drink, but the thought of quitting makes me shake. I'd rather break than watch myself break. If I'm still breathing, count my scars, not my regret. It's too late to lay down now, too many rocks beneath this plow. I've carried hurt, I've carried doubt, but I ain't sitting while the lights go out. If I go down, it won't be now, it's too late. Too late to lay down. Show, but look around. You came this far, don't lay down. It's too late to lay down now. I've come too far dragging this plow. I'll take the pain, I'll take the strain over living numb and dying tame. When I fall, I'll fall mid-sound and still up. Too late to lay down. Too late to lay down. Light's been glowing like a bad omen sign. Check engine staring me dead in the eyes. Gate says E, but the wheels still roll. Radio blown, but I hear my soul. Night shift dust in my teeth and hair. Whole damn dash saying don't go there, but my hands locked tight on a cracked old wheel. If I stop now, that's the part that kills. I've been running on fumes and fight. Too far gone to park tonight. I'm past empty, still moving, nothing left but wheel and bruising. If I stall, I'll stall and drive, foot pressed down on the edge of why. You can call it dumb, you can call it ruin, but I'm past empty and still moving. Paychecks thin as a worn out tread, bills stack high at the foot of the bed. Folks say rest, you've done enough, but they don't feel my kind of rough. I ain't chasing some late night crown, just refusing to lie down. If I gotta lose, I'll lose mid-stride, not watching my own fire die. Got nothing left to prove, but too much left to lose. I'm past empty, still moving, soul on spark and bones on human. If I break, I'll break in gear. Eyes deadlocked on the front, not the rear. You can call it stubborn, call it losing, but I'm past empty and it's still moving. One day this engine's gonna quit for good, rust through frame and splintered wood. But when they tow what's left of me, I hope they see what I still see. A man who drove till the last breath hit, not one who coasted half and split. I'm past empty, still moving, heartbeat knocking like a loose tide ruin. If I stall, I'll stall mid-fight, hands still locked on the edge of night. When I'm gone, let them say one thing true: he was past empty, still pushing through. I can't sand down every year I've cracked. I can't buy back time or take words back. There's nights I wish I'd turned instead, took a kinder road, said a softer said. But the past is nailed to the frame behind, like old paint flaking in my mind. What I got left is breath in reach and work that still remembers me. I can't fix the days already gone, but these two hands ain't rusted wrong. I'll fix what I can reach, these steps, this roof, this table seat, the lock on the door, the fence on the line, the way I show up when it's on the line. I can't heal the world or rewrite each speech, but I'll stand my ground, fix what I can reach. I owe more folks than I can name, old debts, cold calls, and buried shame. I ain't no saint with a golden plan, just a tired back and a stubborn man. So I'm in this porch where my kids might stand, paths that lead with busted hands. If love's just nails and steady beams, I'll swing till I'm down to splinters and seams. I can't feel what I can reach. I won't waste the pain I paid, won't let these scars just sit and fade. If all I build is one more room where someone stands and don't feel doomed, that's enough, that's mine to keep, laid in dust and driven deep. I'll fix what I can reach, these long slow nights and what they teach. The way I rise when I can fall, the way I hold on when it's cold. When I'm gone, don't say I preach, just say I stay and fix what I could read. Fixed what I could read. They said, slow down, take what you get by. Small house, die with small debt. Trade your fire for a lawn and a chair. Talk about dreams, you ain't going nowhere. But my chest still drums like a running train. Even if my knees hum old man pain. I've seen save lives right on the vine. I ain't letting that be mine. If I've only got this last stretch of road, I won't crawl beneath this load. I wasn't made for a small life, trim down dreams and quiet nights. I'd rather burn out loud and true than sit clean-handed watching years pass through. If I still got breath and fire, I won't shrink down to fit their sight. I ain't here for a small life. They hang fear like a coat on your back. Say be careful till your world turns black. Buy your comfort, starve your soul. Call that settling, getting old. But I've seen lightning hit late in a year. Old handshake, then grab that gear. If I go out, I'll go mid-song. Voice crack, but loud and wrong. I don't need cheers, I don't need fame. Just one more risk with my own name. I wasn't made for a small life, all boxed in days and blunted knives. I'd rather chase and miss the mark than chain my heart to someone else's dark. If I've still got breath and fire, I won't shrink down to fit their sight. I ain't here for a small life. Maybe I'll lose what little I own. Maybe I'll die far from home. But when they speak where my stone lies, I want he tried more than he was wise. Keep you careful, keep you mild. I'll keep that wild look in the eyes of a tired child. I wasn't made for a small life, for good enough, and that's alright. I'll take the strain of late night drive, the busted plans that prove I tried. If the price for big is hurt and hide, I'll pay in full, I'll sign in light. I ain't leaving with a small since '95, the same old tin can keeping me alive. Coffee scorched in a stained up cup, back talking loud every time I get up. Calendar full of crossed out days, paycheck then but I still stay. If this is all I get then fine, but deep down I feel there's one more shine. I ain't asking for a perfect end, just one more dawn I walk in my own skin. I'm one more morning where the light feels mine, where I ain't just punching into fall behind. One more sunrise where my chest don't hide, where the man in the mirror don't need to lie. If I'm still breathing and my heart's still wandering, I ain't done yet. I'm one more morning. I watch chances pass like trucks at night, headlights gone before I blink right. Told myself next year when it's calm, now I carry all those futures in my palm. Wrinkles map where the years ran rough, but I ain't spent just scuffed up tough. If all I do is try once true, that's one more thing they can't undo. I don't need riches stacked to the sky, just one clear shot where I don't scrape by. Sunrise where my lungs feel wide, where the weight on my ribs finally steps aside. If I'm still walking and my blood's still storming, I ain't done yet. I'm one more morning. Maybe I wasted more bricks than I earned. Maybe this soul took the long way to learn. But if there's breath when that sky turns gold, I wanna stand there rough and old and know I didn't quit in the dark halfway, all till the night ran out of gray. I'm one more morning I can call my own, not living on crumbs from a younger throne. If it costs my pride, my sweat, my wanting, I'll pay it all for that one more morning. When they say I'm done, I'll still be swallowing it up high, still old. One more morning, one more morning. Blackout beat feels like a tired bell, neon hum in a concrete shell. Hands all cracked from another shift, soul run thin but my feet still lift. High-vis vest in the backseat thrown, steering wheel where I feel most alone. They paid my time, they drained my spine, but they don't own what comes after the sign. They took sweat, they took spine, now the rest of the night is mine. These after hours are mine, what's left of strength and worn out time. I won't waste them staring at a glow, numbing out what I still know. If there's one more fight in this old frame, I'll spend it building my own name. They can have my day by design, but after hours are mine. Kids sleep soft in a crooked room, bills stacked quiet in the kitchen gloom. I light that shot with a single bowl, old plank table where my plants stay bold. Calloused hands on a busted plan, turning someday into here I am. Ain't no boss clocking this slow grind, just me and the hum of a restless mind. I gave my daylight to get us fed, but I won't give my whole life out to just that thread. These after hours are mine. Bent back so hard, scrapping twine. I'll learn this craft, I'll write this song. I'll lift this weight I've dragged too long. If there's one last shot to realign, I'll take it here past overtime. They can have my day by design, but after hours are mine. One day they'll ask how I broke through, how I changed the shape of what I do. I won't say luck or some bright sign. I'll say it was forged when the world went quiet, in the hours they thought weren't worth a fight, the hours I call mine. These after hours are mine. Thin as breath but sharp as spine. I may be old, I may be worn, but this part's where new lives are born. If I reach that dawn with a different lifeline, it'll be 'cause I bled for it line by line. They can have my day by design, but not my fight. After hours are mine. Book says men like me don't win. Wrong side of the tracks, wrong color of sin. Bad credit, old truck, thin stack checks. Too many debts hanging off my neck. They point at charts like I'm a line. Say statistically you ain't got time, but I ain't numbers on some page. I'm busting knuckles in a quiet rage. If the house is rigged and the dice don't care, I'll still throw them teeth bared in the air. Odds ain't gospel, they don't own me, just a list of ways I ain't supposed to be free. They can tally every reason I should fall. I just need one shot to outrun them all. If I'm still breathing, I ain't the prophecy. Odds ain't gospel, they ain't God to me. They said your kind don't start this late. Don't change lanes, don't raise the weight. Take what you get, don't aim too high. Be grateful just to scrape by. But I've seen jackpots hit at dawn. Old hands win after years gone wrong. I ain't betting on some lucky star, I'm betting on the scars I bear. If the math says quit and the fear says too, I'll still lean hard on a long shot of route. Odds ain't gospel, they don't ride me. They don't see the miles I walked unseen. They can count the ways I'm bound to lose, but they don't see the nights I cut my noose. If I'm still standing, then I ain't a casualty. Odds ain't gospel, they ain't God to me. One day they'll say he broke the rule, did what they teach you not to do. It won't be fate or some big sign, just all those nights I refused the line where they said sit down, that's all you'll be. And I said, watch, that ain't me. Odds ain't gospel. I won't kneel down, won't let their numbers wear my crown. I'll take the risk, the laugh, the doubt, turn every no to a way back out. When I'm gone, let the story disagree. He was the one the odds couldn't keep. Odds ain't gospel. They ain't God to me. They said you had your chance back then. Now it's time to just pretend. Talk about glory from a younger day. Let the new blood take your place. But my chest still kicks like a halftime drum. Heart still flares when the night wind hums. I ain't done just cause the clock ran fast. I was built to fight the second half. I've been tired since '92, but that don't mean I'm seeing it through. I'm a second wind man. Breath comes late, but I still stand. You can count me out. Write my name in sand, but I rise again when the doubt hits land. When the young guns fade and the rush runs thin, I get stronger. I'm a second wind man. I watch first rounds burn too bright. Fast flames on by Tuesday night. They swing sharp then disappear while I keep grinding year by year. Call me slow, call me past my prime, but I've outlived every end of the line. If life's a race they said I'd lose, I'll win on legs too sore to bruise. I ain't looking for a softer road, just one more hill to bear the load. I'm a second wind man. Spine made more dust than planned. You can laugh me off when I start to run, but you won't be there when the miles are done. When the crowd moves on and the noise grows thin, I keep coming. I'm a second wind man. Where no one saw, in quiet fights and unpaid draws, but I'm not here for that highlight reel. I'm here to prove what I still feel. If there's one more round in these worn out hands, I'll take the hit and hold my stand. I'm a second wind man, late to bloom but hard to slam. You can bet against this busted frame, but I'm still moving. When you leave the game, when the lights go down and the night sets in, I'm still swinging. And I'm a second wind man. Yeah, when the world says stop, I start again. I was born to be a second wind man. I've seen men fade like a barroom song. Last call hits and they're just gone. Pack their dreams in a cardboard box, traded steel-toed boots for Sunday socks. Sat real still till the fire went numb, talking about the man they might have become. I felt that chill scratch at my door, but I ain't built to be no whisper anymore. If I gotta lose when the lights turn red, it won't be lying quiet in some barroom bed. There'll be no quiet exit, no dimming down. If I go out, it'll shake this ground. Don't drop my name in a soft small breath. See, I swung hard till I spent what's left. If I'm still breathing, I ain't done yet. I don't do quiet, no quiet exit. They say grow old, learn to sit back down. Watch young hands take your crown. But my bones still hum when the thunder starts. Old scars itch like they're taking part. You can call it pride, you can call it wrong, but I won't leave like the end of a song. When my chapter closes on this page, I won't know it's not a quiet cage. If it says hush and the world says stay, I'll turn that tremble into one last sway. There'll be no quiet exit, no fade to black. If I fall, I'm falling mid-attack. Don't write me out in a gentle script, say I left teeth marks on the hand that gripped. If I'm still standing, I ain't lost yet. I don't do quiet, no quiet exit. Look back on what I did, I don't want safe writ under my lid. I want them known when the fear leaned in. Their old man pushed and swung again. If all I get is one last shot, I'll make it loud with everything I got. There'll be no quiet exit, no slipping out. I'll leave this life in a thunder shout. If I go down, let the rafters shake, let them feel every move I make. When the dark pulls hard and the sun's near set, I'll burn that line with no quiet exit. If I got breath, don't you forget, I don't do quiet, no quiet exit. Doc says slow it down, you're running hot. Law says careful with the time you got. Bank says sign here, don't fall behind. Boss says show up, don't cross the line. Every voice pulling at my hide, trying to claim the rest of my ride. But I bled years into their grind. What's left of this road has to be mine. I've already given them most of my prime. What I got left ain't up for sign. This last mile's mine, not the banks, not the boss, not the company line. I'll walk it bent, I'll walk it scarred, but I'll walk it loud with a swinging heart. If the night leans in and the stars go blind, This last mile's mine. Kids got shoes from overtime, scars on my back spell overtime. Missed some nights, yeah, I missed a few. Learned the hard way what not to do. Now every step feels double paid. Bought in sweat and the risks I made. I can't buy back what I left behind, but I can choose how I cross the line. I don't need mercy or a softer sign, just one stretch road that's finally mine. This last mile's mine. Past the noise, past the doubt in their eyes. I'll drag these aches, I'll drag this grind, but I won't drag change from another man's mind. If the crowd moves on and the lights unwind, I'll keep pushing. This last mile's mine. When my kids look back on what I proved, I don't want tired to be all they knew. I want them saying he was worn, half broke, but he still swung hard on the final stroke. If all I own is this one last climb, I'll carve my name in the dust this time. This last mile's mine. Every breath, every ache, every strained old line. I won't bow out soft, won't fade off screen. I'll cross that in, standing in between the man I was and the man I'll sign. Right here, right now, this last mile's mine. When the dark lane's close and the clocks resign, let them say out loud, that last mile was his, not mine. This last mile